Welcome back to the Friendly Fox. Today I'm going to make a laptop sleeve. My daughter saw one on Pinterest and really liked it for carrying her computer, and so she asked me to make one. This could be used for other things as well, a travel bag, or if you wanted to carry documents, and it could be used for a host of things, but for right now it's going to be a laptop carrier. I'm going to use these two fabrics here. They're complementary and I think they're really cute together. Because it's going to be a laptop carrier, you should be using some padding with it. So I've got this, what would be silence cloth. It is a little bit of a thin batting. You could use a thicker batting, something like this. But I've chosen to do this lighter batting with it. So you need the two fabrics. You could almost do this with scrap. It's such a small piece. The dimensions will be in the PDF available online, and you'll need a zipper with it. So let's get cutting. I have pinned all the way through. These pins with the glass head on them are much easier to work with in a situation like this because you can really see what you're doing. And so I'm pinning both sides to hold everything from shifting. When I'm pinning this, I'm going to show you. I talk about directional fabrics a lot, and when pinning this, I'm making sure that I'm aware of the direction of the fabric, because when these two join together, you want the hearts going in the right direction, like that. And so when you're doing this layup with the pinning, you want to make sure that you've left enough space at the top here for the zipper to join. So you're going to leave about an inch there, whereas where the bottom seam is, you only need a little bit left. So just make sure if you're using a directional fabric that you leave enough room at the top for the zipper. And because this is a very directional anyway, I can follow the hearts for the lines that I want. So let's go sew. You should know also that when you approach a pin, if the pin is perpendicular to the direction of travel, it'll glide right over top of it. You can't put a pin in this way and expect the machine to go over it, but if it's in perpendicular, you're okay. I made the squares about 2 by 2, so when you're doing your quilting, you're going to go 2 by 2. Now I'm going to put the zipper in. You don't have to knot and tie these because you, I hope, back stitched on every one of them. So you can just trim these threads off. Just makes it easier for the next part of the project. This is the spot where the zipper is going to go in at the top here, where I left the extra space here to attach the zipper. And make sure that when the zipper is installed, that the hearts are facing the right way. or whatever your directional fabric is. So I'm going to pin it here and stitch this on both sides so that when it does get turned over, the hearts are facing the right way. So you can pin this if you want to, but it's not a difficult placement, so you can just go ahead and stitch it. Back to the machine. You have to leave enough room here at the front for the seam. We're just going to keep going now. So I've got this part put together. Now we're going to close this over and do the 3 seams. I'm going to do a little extra reinforcing here because this is a pressure point. It's always good to take a little bulk off the corner because it'll turn better. If you try to turn that inside out, it just creates a lot of bulk. So by taking the edge off of it, there's less bulk there when you turn it inside out. I went back to the sewing machine and I forgot to film the fact that I did a top stitch all the way around the top of the zipper just to keep these raw edges tucked in. So just remember to just go around the zipper and do a top stitch. So that's the bag complete. However, we decided to put a ribbon on here as a toggle. We've decided to go with this one that says Made with Love. I've threaded that through, and now I'm going to go into the machine and just put a couple of little stitches in there to hold it flat. Because if I do a knot, the wording will be ripped. I'm just going to seal the edge of this so that it doesn't fray. And now I'm going to go and put a couple of stitches in right at the edge here. Make sure you're not on the metal or you'll break a needle. Because it's going to be a high activity area, it should be knotted. And there we have it, project complete. You could use this as a computer bag, but you could also use it for an overnight bag or a makeup bag. It's just a cute little all around. And we lined it with a coordinating fabric. Remember when you're looking at the pattern that although the pattern is coming to you in a size in the PDF, you need to make sure that your computer, this is for a MacBook Air, you need to make sure that your computer fits the dimensions of the pattern. So if you've got a larger computer, you'll need to make the pattern a little bit larger. So, thank you for joining me.